Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a B&M haul, my first one in a very long time, so if you want to see what I picked up then keep watching. I also want to say that I'm so sorry that I've not been making loads of videos recently. The last couple of weeks in particular I have struggled, mainly because of the house. Mark went back to work the same week that we ended up having everything knocked through and losing our kitchen, so he's been like furloughed for 3 weeks, which was a lot easier for me to be able to come up and work myself. I'd come up here, be nice and quiet and no children around and get stuff done, whereas now, oh my god, the house is a mess. The house is really noisy. It's Saturday at the moment. We've been out this morning and I wanted to film now, but we've actually got our joiner here today as well doing doors. So if this is noisy at any point or is a bit stop and starty, you'll know why, because he's like banging and drilling and all sorts. But yeah, it's just been hectic because they are working weekends sometimes as well, and then during the week it's just, I've got 3 kids to keep out the way of a load of builders. They're like upstairs, they're downstairs, they're everywhere, and obviously you still want a social distance, so in terms of videos it's just been really difficult. So I'm so sorry, but I promise when things get back to normal I'm going to put lots of effort in, and I don't know, I'll have a kitchen to cook in again so we can do foodie stuff and food hauls as well. So anyway, now that little ramble is out of the way, I can crack on with the haul. So thank you for sticking with me for that part if you got this far. Went to B&M for the first time in ages. If you have followed me for any length of time, you'll know normally I will do quite regular B&M shops because I like to go there for my cleaning stuff. And obviously with lockdown, I know that B&M has pretty much been open all the time because it does store like food and like cleaning stuff, which are all deemed essential. But I personally have just not had the confidence to go anywhere other than like a supermarket up until now. So this is the first shop that I've gone to that isn't like, you know, Morrison's or Aldi or wherever, Waitrose, Tesco, and it was really nice actually. It was weird, like it was a bit of a supermarket sweep affair because Mark was waiting in the car with the kids and I said like, can I just run in and get some bits that we need, and he was like, yeah, go for it. But I didn't want to leave them for too long, so I've got mainly cleaning bits because we need to stock up for the house. A lot of the stuff that we had in we've used up because we're having to clean all the time because of the dust and stuff. But I also wanted to get a few new bits for when like the kitchen's done or like the utilities done, that kind of thing. And then I also picked up some snacks and stuff as well. Sorry for the banging, can you hear it? Stan is also trying to nap and he's like right behind me, so I'm just really hoping this video actually works out. So I am gonna go through and try and do it in like some sort of order. So I'll start with like food items and then like I'll move along, if that makes sense. So first thing I picked up are these. I've shared these in a haul before. They're the KP choc dips, the original ones, and I loved these as a kid. They're basically like little breadsticks and then there's like chocolate dip in the other side, and they come in little pots, and they still make them now. And I remember having them with my brother and we would basically just like try and lick all the chocolate out, and usually would leave the breadsticks if I'm being honest. But my kids really like them, and it's nice as a parent when things come in packs of 3s. So yogurts are useful because they come in 6s normally, so they're not too bad. Kinder eggs are another one that are useful when you've got 3 kids, but when things come in 4s, it's a nightmare because there's always one left over and then it's like, well, who gets that one? It just causes argument. Next thing that I picked up, I have been just trying to be a little bit more mindful recently of like what I'm putting into my body. I'm doing 30-day shred at the moment, it's going really well. Day 20 today, which is crazy. My body hurts, I'm not gonna lie, but it has gone well for me. I have lost weight, I am feeling really good about myself. And these are like a little healthy treat really. Well, not healthy at all because it's chocolate, what am I talking about? But these are the Skinny Whip bars. I've had these before. These are the strawberry and the chocolate ones. They are very similar to the Boot Shapers whipped bars that they do as well. Both are really nice. They're like nougat-y, if that makes sense. 99 calories or less each. These are 96 each actually. Come in different flavours, but pick those up just to keep the munchies at bay. Like I'm trying to be really healthy during the week, and then at weekends I'll treat myself, and it's just all about like balance, isn't it? So these are kind of like a weekday thing. Next thing, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, I always pick these up when I go to B&M. Sorry for the crinkle already. There we go. But it's these, and they are Roysters Bubble Chips. They are the T-bone steak flavour. Possibly the greatest crisp of all time. I mean, you're more than welcome to argue that in the comments down below, but these are so good, and me and Bill in particular are obsessed with them, and I mainly picked these up for him because he loves them, so got those. Anyway, next thing that I picked up were these, just as like snacks to have in for the kids at the moment. Oh, they're upside down. Cadbury Freddo biscuits. I'm not really sure how many you get in a packet, but I just thought they would like quite enjoy the novelty of having like frog shaped biscuits, so I got those. And then the final thing I picked up with these, and I think it's just because when I was a little girl, do you remember Poppets? Because we loved these. They used to come in a cardboard box like about this big, and you would pop like the side open, and then I guess that's why they're called Poppets, and you would like pop them out. And they had the mint ones, which are these, and they were my favourite. And then they were like toffee, and I swear there is with like a strawberry flavour or an orange flavour as well, but mint were always my favourite. You don't often see them anymore, but when I did, I was like, right, you're coming home with me. They're a bit like little mini After Eight balls, so if you're an After Eight fan, definitely pick those up. One thing I have to say, while I was at the till, I didn't pick them up because I just thought they sounded rank, but they had, you know when they position things right next to the till to like convince you to buy something last minute, they were, it was like a pop-up stand of After Eight strawberry flavour, and it was like strawberry and mint. And I know that like you can put strawberry and mint in like Pims and stuff, but I just couldn't get on board with that. I was trying to think how that would ever be nice. It would be like eating strawberries and chocolate after brushing your teeth. That's just me. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you've had them or if you would try them, because I wasn't a fan. Next things that I picked up, I'm going to start with the most boring things that I bought, because if you don't have cats you won't even care anyway. I can't get them out. So I feel really bad for my cats, because like this extension's been stressful on us as a family, like it's especially during lockdown because you can't go anywhere, but the cats get so confused by it. But they are both like free roaming cats. We don't keep them in with like litter trays and stuff, and because they're just not happy like that. They both like to explore, and that kind of is how I keep my cats. I think that's like the normal way, but I know some people do have house cats as well. So they are like coming in at night, but like they get so confused, and I do feel bad for them. And generally they are on like a dry food diet because it tends to just be better for like their teeth and stuff, but we do get them treats and stuff every now and again. And I picked up the Purina gourmet sachets of wild ocean fish and whole shrimps, plaice and whole shrimps, salmon and whole shrimps, and tuna and whole shrimps. So like that sounds absolutely rank to me, but I'm pretty sure that Romeo and Elsa will love that, so I picked those up because they're my cats and I love them. And then I'm just going to put that down there. Then I also got them some Webbix catty sticks. These are meat and fish flavour, and they're 7 in a pack. So yeah, it's just like a little treat. The kids like to give them these, so that was, you know, to bribe my cats to still like us once this is all over. I just made these out of the way. And then next things are going to cleaning stuff. So let's get spoilt for choice in B&M. I really like Sephora, and I really like Fabuloso as well. I think they're both fantastic, and they basically come in like concentrated form that you can dilute and mix up as appropriate depending on what you want to use them for. And I stood there, I only had like a few minutes whizzing around the shop anyway, but I stood there and I was like, oh, I don't know what to get, I don't know what smell to get. We still have a few in, but this was what I went for in the end, and it is the Sephora Summer Breeze, and I just liked the packaging. I didn't even sniff it, so I'm going to sniff it now. I don't think I've had this one before. But it's a nice big one, and I just thought it'd be handy for all the cleaning that I know we've got to do, because even though our kitchen's mostly fitted, we don't have any appliances. Oh, that's nice. It's exactly how you expect it to, like floral and pretty. Yeah, even though we've got like the kitchen mostly fitted, we've got no appliances or worktops or anything like that. And while it's brand new, the whole thing is so dusty because of all like the plasterwork that's been done, and then of like soaring when you cutting things down to size and stuff. So I know that we're gonna have to clean everything down before we can use it as well. So that will come in useful. Next thing that I picked up, this I just thought it was really sweet. It's a Minky, and it is the Pride one that has been made for Pride, and it just it made me actually think of Care Bears. Do you remember the Care Bears? Like, I mean, they still have them now, but do you remember the Care Bears when we were little? yeah, I picked it up. I just couldn't resist that. I thought it'd be handy, so I'm going to keep that for when the kitchen's done for like my washing up and cleaning, because I'm a sucker for anything that's pretty. And then the other thing that I actually picked up, I was umming and ahhing about getting, you know, like you can buy a big packet of scourers for like £1, and like you know, washing up sponges, and they, you know, they are only £1. You probably get like 8 or 10 in a pack, but then they're also a bit crap, aren't they, because they all like fall apart really quickly. I was going to get one of them as normal, but then I saw these, and these are the fairy colours. I don't get what the colour side of it is for exactly, but you get 4 in a pack, and they have like, they're good at grease removal, and they have like a little scoury thing, so you get like green and then pink ones, and I just thought, I think they were about £1. I just thought I would pick them up because I like the look of them, and I think it's that whole new kitchen thing where I want to get like nice things for the kitchen. It won't be like that forever. Next thing that I picked up, speaking of Fabulosa earlier, is this, and this is the Fabulosa Tranquil Haze foam freshener for carpets. Just thought this would come in really handy because when everything's done and dusted, I am going to gut my house. I'm going to clean it from top to bottom, like, you know, skirtings, wiping everything down, you name it, I'm going to clean it. And I thought this would be handy to have, and I actually really like the packaging as well. It's got like little like succulents and floral stuff on. Not that that actually helps it be a good product, but there you go. Another Fabulosa thing I got was this, and it's basically, you know, the Dettol spray. I mean, I like the Dettol spray, but it doesn't have that many scents, and sometimes you do want it to smell nice, don't you, and smell like something that you're into. But Fabulosa has made a version of its own, kills 99.9% of bacteria again, and works on hard and soft surfaces. So it's got like pictures of a toilet, a bin and a sofa that you can all spray it on and stuff. And I have the Electrify scent, and I just thought I would try it out, something a little bit different, because like, why not? And obviously coronavirus, want to get those germs gone, don't we? So yeah, that's kind of most of my cleaning stuff, and then the rest is kind of like householdy or like laundry stuff. So first thing I want to share, I always pick these up when I go to B&M. I like having these in my house just for like having like a nice scent running through the house, really. It's the Airwick Life Scents. They're my favourite, and I picked up the Linen in the Air, which is a combination of green apple, crisp linen and fresh air, and I'm going to save these for when the house is all finished. And like, because it does smell like, if you've had like an extension before, it does start to smell really like plaster-y. Plaster has like a smell, and you'll know what I mean if you've smelled it before. And it also smells a bit like sawdusty because of the amount of wood that's been cut for various things. It smells a bit like when you get hamster bedding. And when everything's done, I want to like make it smell more like home again, if that makes sense. So pick those up. I absolutely love them, find them really handy. I've got a mountain of stuff in front of me and I'm really worried it's going to fall over. We're alright. And then the last few things that I got were like these, well, these are random, and then I've got 4 other things left to show you. I got some kitchen foil. There's drilling going on. This was in mind for like putting on baking trays and stuff when our ovens are up and running. The other thing that I picked up were some Cook's matches. I use these for lighting like my little wax melts and like little fairy light candles, like fairy light tea light candles. I always like to have these in, and they're my favourite brand. And then speaking actually of like wax melts and tea lights, I got another burner. I just really like these are so cheap and cheerful. You buy them from some places and they are extortionate, but this was £2.99, and I thought it might be quite like a nice pretty one for maybe putting in the kitchen or something like that, just to make it smell nice. It's I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can. It's like pearlised. It's probably a bit jazzier than the sort of thing that I would normally go for around the house, but I thought it was quite pretty. It was £2.99. Can't really go wrong, can you? And then another thing that I picked up for the house was, sorry, I nearly knocked everything over then, was this, and it's a little wooden lantern, and I just thought that this would look really nice in our kitchen, diner, living space at the back of the house, because it's kind of like, I wanted everything to be really neutral and like calm and make the most of the light, and then with like pops of colour in other ways. And you can pop a little candle in, because you can see here it's got like a little glass votive type thing, and yeah, you could just stick a candle in. I thought it would be really pretty, either like on a table, or you could hang it up if you wanted to, and that was only £6, and it's actually really good quality. Don't always get loads of stuff from B&M. It's not always to my taste. Like I like things to be quite like simple, but I just thought that this was really pretty. So maybe in the future, when you know things are less like they are and I've got more time to have a mooch, I will have a proper look. But that did catch my eye and I couldn't leave it, so it came home with me. And then the final two things that I got were just for my laundry because I'm running low. So the first thing that I picked up was this, and it's the Surf Neon Jungle. I'm trying to remember if I've had this one before, but I don't think I have. But let's do a little bit of a sniff test. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. I do like that. I'm glad that I picked that one up. I always tend to get Surf now I'm out of the newborn stage, where I don't need to buy like the baby sensitive stuff anymore, because I just like things to smell really nice. I'm big on nice smelling things. And then I picked up a big one of the Lenore Love Exotic Bloom fabric softener, because this smells amazing as well. Oh, it's really pretty. So that's just kind of me all stocked up and ready to go. We won't actually have a utility room, a proper one, until the end of the month because there's a delay. But when I do, I'm going to stock it up really nicely. Can't wait to do that. But yeah, that is the end of my haul altogether. I think I spent just over £40. I will leave it on screen now. But it was really nice to go and do something that felt normal. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because typically you will get one of these fairly often when things are, you know, hopefully back to normal, which I hope in time, if all goes well, is very soon. But yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you now. I've got some more videos to film while I've got the chance to do so, and I will hopefully see you all very soon. So take care of yourselves. Bye.